Hello everyone. I'm here to answer a question that someone asked me if we can still venerate our ancestors that have reincarnated back to earth. The answer is yes. You can venerate your ancestors that have reincarnated back to earth, whether it's your mom, whether it's your father, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, someone that you know before that have reincarnated back on earth, you can venerate them. Because you're not venerating the spirit, the one that have reincarnated as in the physical body. That is not the one you're venerating, because you're thinking your mindset is on the physical human being. How can you venerate someone that is a physical human being now and not no more in the afterlife? Everyone have a spiritual bank of many lifetime. So when you venerate your ancestor, maybe your dads that have passed and have reincarnated again, you're venerating the memory that you remember about him or her, if it's someone, maybe your grandmom. Those information, those his abilities, those character that he or she used to have are stored in their spiritual bank. And we have life force energy. Everyone has life force energy, which is your higher self. Your higher self is the one that takes on new body every time. Every time that they are reincarnating back to earth, they take new body. But this energy is just one spirit, one life force energy that connects you to many lifetimes and many things that you've been doing before. So when you are venerating your ancestors that have passed and have reincarnated again, you're not venerating that person that have reincarnated on the physical earth. You're venerating their past life, life force energy. So they will still come back and they'll still come and help you with your prayer requests, with your rituals, whatever you are asking them for, they will be able to help you. So don't be looking at the physical baby or someone that have grown, that have reincarnated. You're saying, oh, they used to be this powerful before, they used to be like this before, before they passed to the afterlife, and you're thinking that they cannot be able to do it anymore because they have reincarnated. No. They are still able to do those things. So when you're venerating them, you're venerating them based on who they used to be before. Okay? I find it hard to explain to you. But we have many life. It's like layers of past life that we have, and it's recorded somewhere. And when you want to venerate someone, you can just bring the file of that layer, that specific layer that you want to venerate. That one will now activate and manifest whatever you're calling them for. So yeah, our ancestors that have reincarnated before, we can venerate them. Okay? It's very important to venerate our ancestors, because the energy that we give to them is the only energy they get. The offerings that we give to them is the only offerings that they get, unless someone else is assisting us. Otherwise, that is the only thing that they will get. If your ancestors are weak, they are not energized, they will not have the energy to be able to fight for you, to protect you. So it's important to give offering, give food, give drinks to your ancestors. Yes, those ones are basic food, taste, because they have lived on this physical earth before. So they enjoy all those foods that we eat, especially those ones that you know that they have favorite food. They enjoy those things, absolutely, yeah. But they also need energy in order for them to function well and assist you. Otherwise, they might see something going on in your life. They really want to help you, but they cannot help you because they lack the energy, you know, like the blood transfusion, the sacrifices that we give to them is the energy. So when you give your ancestors offering, it's important to also energize them. You can energize them through a called spiritualist. So I don't ever advise someone to go and energize their ancestor by themselves, because this is something that spiritualists are supposed to do for you. But the basic food, offering, drinks, you can be able to connect with your ancestor and give to them that. Okay? The disadvantages of not venerating your ancestors, you know, everyone in their family, they have, in their culture, they have ways that they have organized on how to venerate their ancestor. Some families, they have an ancestral shrine where people, their lineage used to go, you know, to venerate their ancestors. Okay? And this ancestral shrine, sometimes they might have it just in their village, in their family home, that everyone can come there and venerate the ancestors. Why sometimes maybe they have traveled to different countries or different states, each individual can have their own small altars to connect to the ancestor, which are actually advised. But in some African culture, your ancestral shrine, they have someone, a custodian, that helps to like feed the ancestors, and the family members, they will contribute money to buy the sacrifice, the offering, depending on how organized your family are. Okay, if your family is not organized, then you have to take the responsibility on doing those things that they don't want to do. Because if you don't venerate your ancestors and the ancestral staff, you know in Africa, those of us that are very spiritual or come from a very spiritual home, we have ancestral staff of authority. That ancestral staff of authority is so powerful that people don't realize, because it consists of all your ancestors from the beginning of times, plus all your ancestral spirit guides, like your ancestral deities, is attached to that ancestral staff of authority. This is what you use to make a declaration, to bring order and balance into the home, to prevent evil spirits from coming to the home, to prevent witches and wizards, from coming to the home. And those staffs needs to be energized. That staff of authority is a symbol of what holds your ancestral, your lineage. Some people don't know how important it is. So some of them, they go and burn their ancestral staff of authority. When you burn your ancestral staff of authority or your ancestral altar, you disorganize your family, spiritually and physically. You remove blessings. Things will just be going wrong for people in that family. And evil witches and wizards will have easy access to come and attack you people without no protection. You have, in fact, disorganized everything. And this is one thing that evil witches and wizards does. They will deceive you that they have joined Christianity, that they want to burn your ancestral staff authority or your ancestral shrine. The reason they are doing that is because they are not able to access the members of the family if they belong to court or coven, and they've told them to come and donate someone from the family. They cannot have access to any member of the family if the staff authority is there and the ancestral shrine is active, that people are venerating and energizing them. So they will trick people that don't know things, because our ancestors, most of them, they will just tell you do this, and they don't really teach you exactly the importance of that. Some of them will not teach you. Unless you have ancestors that are really sit you down and teach you, this is how it is, this is how it is. So people lack knowledge. They will go and burn their ancestral shrine or the ancestral altars, and then things start going very bad for them. To restore your glory in your lineage, in your family, you have to restore that staff authority, that ancestral altar. Individuals can have small altars in their home that they will use to venerate their ancestors. Like in my family, I'm the one that is a custodian of the ancestral staff authority from my father's side of family. I'm the one it was given to me after my father, okay? After my father passed. And then from my mother's side of family side, I'm the assistant custodian, because the person there is someone there right now that is the main custodian, because he's still alive, but he's very old. But I'm the one that is doing most of the work, because old people cannot do many things. So when he dies, I'm the one that is going to inherit that staff of authority also. Those staff of authority consist of all the deities, all the spirits, the archangels in our families, from both mother's side and father's side of family, And all ancestral staff of authority are not the same, because it depends on how powerful your family are. How many spirits you people have, your spiritual strength. So you can venerate your ancestors that have already passed and reincarnated, because their life force energy from that past life that you remembered them on is still active. But you have to activate them through sacrifices, through connecting with them. They are waiting. If you don't give them anything, they will have nothing. If your ancestral altar and your ancestral staff authority is disorganized, burned down or destroyed, your life physically is going to be disorganized and not functioning very well. what you're seeing, you think you're functioning well, but no, it's not.